Heading to Egypt now, the country has signed a deal with Italian energy giant Eni to assess projects of hydrogen production in the North African state. Well, as CGTN's Yasser Akim reports, the agreement will pave the way for potential production of green hydrogen using electricity powered by solar energy and blue hydrogen from carbon dioxide, which is stored at Eni's natural gas fields in Egypt.
Green hydrogen is a new form of clean energy that is produced using electricity. Egypt, which is one of the main leaders on the African continent in renewable energy production, is tapping into this environmentally friendly source. This will help fulfill its goals of attaining 42% renewables out of its total energy production by 2025.
The name is called green energy. That means it's very good for environments. There is no any emission from the CO2, which is big pollutions all over the world. So the trend all over the world now to decrease or zero emissions for the carbon dioxide can use it actually in many places in the car and also in the steel industry. You can use it actually in the chemical industry in terms of ammonia manufacturing, which is already very important for the agricultures. Can use it actually for the fuel stations.
Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates and Morocco have already tapped into this industry, and Cairo does not want to be left behind. The government, through two state-owned enterprises, namely the Egyptian Electricity Holding Company and the Egyptian Natural Gas Holding Company, signed a deal with Italian oil and gas giant Eni to spearhead investments in the sector.
First of all, actually, they have renewable energy. So, actually, we are producing now 5,800 megawatt from the renewable energy in Egypt, which coming from the wind and coming from the solar energy, and the hydraulics also from the high dam. So all these kind of megawatts can be actually used to generate this green hydrogen energy. So in addition to that, actually also we have spaces, we have a lot of areas, so we can be used. We have already storage places, so we can store the hydrogen has been produced.
In June, Egyptian government announced its intention to invest $4 billion in the production of green hydrogen. The North African state's strategy is to produce enough power for the local market and export the rest to neighboring African nations. Yasser Hakim for CGTN, Cairo.
And that's all for now on Africa Live Biz. But coming up on Global Business Africa, the IMF approves a $1.5 billion extended credit facility loan and pushes for fiscal and monetary reforms in the DRC. All that coming up at the top of the hour. For now, back to you, Lindy.
Thanks, Luce. Well, let's take a short break. Here's what's still ahead on Africa Live.